It's not bad though. I'm curious. Do you know that dude, Vaughn over there? I think if that's the guy who I recognize as knowing.
Yeah, he was definitely in the video, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah. No, I think I went to school with him before I graduated. Yeah. So you said you weren't that good at skating. One thing I don't get, I messaged you about it, but you didn't end up seeing it.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not really on my phone.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. You're better than me. So one thing I was always wondering about skateboards, since I was actually a child and I still haven't figured it out, was like with snowboards, like your feet are strapped to the board. But how do you stay on with a skateboard?
It's just like, it's kind of just like riding a bike or like walking. Like you just get used to it. Like it'll start feeling like walking after a while. And the grip tape helps a lot.
I don't know how to ride a bike either.
You don't?
No.
Never learned?
I mean, I did, but like I kept falling, and then my mom started freaking out, and she was like, "No more, no more."
But that's the point. Like that's the part of learning.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like just overcoming the fear of falling and all that. Even if it's like a bike or a scooter or anything. So.
You know, we're actually before the pandemic started, we were working on a YouTube series where I was learning how to ride a bike.
Why don't you could do it now?
I mean, yeah. We should probably start it back up soon.
Yeah. I mean, wait. Are bikes hard to get now because of the pandemic?
It was his bike.
Was it big or is it small?
It was a bit too large for me.
Yeah, I remember I started riding a bike like that, and it was huge. And my dad wanted, like, there's a way to get on the bike, but you go on from the pedal. I was like, it's a weird way to get on the bike. And he was trying to teach me on, like, a really big bike, and it just scared me so much. So I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah. I kept hopping onto it, but then, like this part of me would just, like, slam onto it. And after doing that, like, 10 times, I wanted to stop.
Yeah. It's scary, but you'll get used to it.
Yeah. So are there any other, like, other than skateboarding, is there any sporting stuff you do?
Wrestling. I'm on the Pilgrim wrestling team. I took a break year last year for wrestling because I couldn't, with transportation wise, I couldn't do it. But so I took a break year, but now I'm like back in wrestling, and it's really good. I think it's really good for me.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of work. Like it's one of those sports. It's like when it comes to the training, they go all out. It feels like we're Olympians. They act like that when you're like in practice, but it's really worth it because like we're really hardworking, and when you like you put in results for your practices, you put in results on the mat. So,
yeah. Have you ever done like any video stuff like on YouTube?
Yes, I found one of my old videos and it's really bad. It's from like 7th grade and it's so bad. I watched it the other day and I was like, yeah, I can't believe this is still on YouTube. It's pretty bad.
I just remembered that on my mom's YouTube account that she never used herself, I uploaded 2 videos. One of which I watched a few days ago, and remember, it was me, like, using a regular camera to record a TV while I used cheat codes in a video game.
Oh my god. Mine was like, it was like an unboxing video of, like, fidget spinners. It was so bad.
Oh my god.
It was bad. And it was, like, Thomas Trains. It was so bad.
Thomas Trains?
Yeah, it was so bad.
Those feel so ancient.
It was just, I can't even, like, I watched it and I was like, I can't even. Like, this was me. I can't believe that.
I was 9 when I made mine, and I was like in shock because the game I was playing was one I played for like hours on end. But aside from the fact that it existed, I remembered nothing about it until I watched it. It was, have you heard of the Haunted Mansion video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. And I was like super into it, and I played it for hours. And but I forgot all about it until like I watched that video again.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, but it's like watching like old videos of yourself is like so hard, especially for me because like I've changed so much, and I'm just like, that was me. It's weird.
I had a Minecraft gaming channel.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people did, but I never played Minecraft.
Yeah. Do you now?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a little. I don't really understand it like that. It's a little complicated.
Yeah. Also, later today. Ooh, it's nice because we're in the shade now. I was thinking that since I have this. 1 second. this is going to be really hard to take out, but this tripod here goes very high to the point that I can record from an angle that is taller than my entire height.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was thinking, if you want to make a skating video,
Yeah.
we could. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn, I could probably try to teach you, but...
This could be a series of series. So there could be a bike series and a skateboard series.
Just learning different
And
things.
I'm probably going to need to learn to drive soon.
You don't know how to drive?
No. I decided to wait until I'm 18
Oh,
so
yeah.
that I wouldn't have to pay all the money for a driver's ed. And also, I'm from Providence, so like I can walk almost anywhere.
Yeah. I literally just need to get like my road test and I'll be good.
Yeah.
So I just need a car. So. But driving is pretty easy. I mean, it's scary at first. Like at first, like I was like it's like you can't be tense and you have to be focused on so many like everything. You can't be focused really on one thing. You have to be like aware of everything.
Yeah, I've never actually gotten to drive a car. Though I guess actually, what's that place called? I forgot the name of it. It's like that go-kart place. It's like an arcade.
Yeah.
I think it might be in Mass or somewhere.
Is it Seagang Speedway?
Yeah.
Like that near there?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I have technically driven a car.
But those are kind of easy. I mean, like you can't really like crash.
One of my friends crashed those.
Really?
Yeah, he went past the finish line, and then he kept going, but like there's a turn. Like as soon as you start going, you have to turn, and he didn't turn, so there was like a wall. I mean, he was fine though. Like
Yeah, because like
they're
bumps you
made
back.
to expect that. Also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show off really quick. When I saw how tall this was in the image, I thought it was a lie, but I needed a tripod, so I didn't care that I was being deceived. But it turns out I was not being deceived because. Second. Oh, here it is. And then there's a little attachable.
Wait, let's see. So I'm like, so keep going.
That's not the full height yet.
It's almost like the size of me.
Yeah.
I'm like 5'2", by the way.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. What?
Oh wait.
Dude, put it next to the tree.
1 second.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'm about to.
Yeah. That's huge. Yo, you're like it's so big compared to you. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I could record like squirrels, or like if a bird made a nest there, I could just be like
Right.
this and point it right at it.
You literally have the bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Like, that's
There's
crazy.
also I could point it down like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's crazy.
Anyway, that's me showing off.
Yeah. And how much did you pay for it?
It was way cheaper than you think. Like a lot of GoPros, like the one that we're recording with,
Mm-hmm.
I think that one was like a little under 100, like maybe 50 to 70.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but this one was only like 30. I mean, that's why you shop online.
Yeah, obviously. Did you get free shipping?
I don't remember, but I think so.
Probably. A lot of things have free shipping.
Maybe not, because it was really big.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like studio lights, like the kind they use for movies?
Yeah.
You could also mount one of those to it, which is also really cool. I think
It
that's,
can hold that up too?
yeah, I think that's actually more so what it's meant for, which is why it goes so high.
Probably.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to using this.
huge.
Yeah, I've actually never recorded anything with this. So, the first thing you talked to me about was I heard you had an interest in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of embarrassed by it now.
Why?
There's a podcast, or I guess you can call it several things. It's sort of like a podcast. It's a weekly live stream show for Providence Haven.
Mhm.
It's called Haven Village Live, and it's always split into 4 30-minute segments, or maybe 2 half-an-hour segments, or a combination of that, or 2 one-hour segments rather. And one thing we've done occasionally is I'll read a chapter and go through everything wrong with it.
Oh my god.
We did 3 so far. At one point when I was reading the 3rd chapter, I read a line and then burst into laughter because so it takes place in a school, and what they're doing is playing dodgeball. And this kid gets used as a human shield for a dodgeball. And then instead of retaliating or even showing any expression of anger, he just walks away.
He's just like, I'm done. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing with the book is that, like, if you zoom out and look at the entire plot, it's good. But, like, the way it's written is sort of, like, it's got a lot of issues. But, like, it's an okay book. It's like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
It's not bad.
One of I mentioned him to you earlier, Jarrison actually has a copy of the book that I let him borrow and never got back. But
Wait, how many copies of the book do you have?
0. I gave him mine.
Your only copy?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I could get it back from him and then let you have it for a while if you want. Yeah. Just don't like cease reading it like he did.
Yeah, and just like leave it there.
Yeah.
So it's just like a prop, I guess.
Yeah. But I wrote a second book, or at least almost finished writing it, which is a lot better. And it's he actually did me a huge favor. Thank you, Jarrison, for he typed it all for me because I wrote it on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just remembered something. So before I had like an actual sort of good phone, did you ever have a track phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Had one.
So I had a phone that, one second. I have a photo of a selfie I took with it when I was like, I don't know if it'll load, but I want to show it to you.
I literally just got an upgrade on my phone. I had the same phone
So you
for,
see
like,
this
4 years.
phone?
Oh wow, yeah.
It's about this big.
Yeah.
I typed almost all of my book on it.
On the phone?
Yes, on that. And then the thing was that there was a feature where through a text message, you could put in an email. So then I'd put in my own email and then send it to myself. And I could only do 5,000 characters at a time.
Dude, that must have sucked.
I did 5,000 characters a day, and I finished it in a month.
It's a lot.
Have you ever like written anything or done like a creative project like that?
Like a book? Or like
Like anything. Even that unboxing cringe video would count.
Yeah, I have. One time I had to make like a movie for like a project, and it was just bad. It was bad. I made it. Okay, it was last year. The most recent one I did was last year, and it was like a final project, and it was like a rip off of The Office, and it was like I don't know if I still have it. I'm gonna have to look, but it was pretty funny, but it was also like kind of bad because it was like we only had 5 weeks to do the project, and we kept like it was like we only had like 40 minutes a day, less than 40 minutes to like work on it, and so our class kept getting cut because of fire drills, all this stuff like like school has like there's like a day we can't go to school, like it happened like that.
Yeah.
And it was just so hard, and so when it came out, it was like just really it wasn't that good.
Do you know? Have you heard of the movie? It's pretty old. It's called All About Eve. Yeah, my friends had a film studies class where at the end they had to make a movie, And what they did was a version like you did of The Office, but it was with All About Eve. It was called All About Liz, and one of my guy friends wore a skirt at the end, a dress, and it was very entertaining. But yeah, I want to see The Office ripoff.
Yeah, it was like The Office, but within a news, like a news studio.
Like a newsroom, yeah.
Yeah, let's see if I can still find
That sounds cool as a show.
it. It was a project. It was quite a project. Let's see if I can log in and find it. I literally forgot what it's called too. Maybe if I looked.
Did you upload it on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the teacher did, but I don't remember what the video was called. Schools. And it was I the only senior in that group? I think not the senior. Like I was like a freshman, and there was all seniors in the group, and it was the only one that was a freshman.
Did they make fun of you?
No, they were actually really nice.
Yeah. Seniors
We
tend-
had a foreign exchange student, and his name was like Javier. He was really nice.
Yeah, seniors tend to be really cool.
Yeah.
And that's not me complimenting myself. I just graduated.
I think her name was Misplaced. I don't know, man. I gotta go deep down and find it. But it was bad.
Are they building something around here?
Yeah, someone said that they've been there for like 4 weeks now. Which is kind of crazy. Maybe it's in, I don't know. I literally don't know where it is.
You could look for it later and then send it to me. Yeah.
I will. I gotta hit up my friend. I still talk to him that worked on the video with me. I'll probably hit him up and ask him what we named it because I don't remember. But it was pretty funny.
So do you work with Trinity at all, or is it just a coincidence that we met here?
What?
Do you work with Trinity at all, or is it just a coincidence that we met here?
I guess it's a coincidence. I don't. Yeah.
I know a few people who work with Trinity. Have you ever done theater or anything?
No.
Ah.
No, technically. I did a play in like 6th grade and I hated it. Like, I never really thought of myself as like an actor.
I mean, I've acted before, but I also did a play in 6th grade and hated it.
I think everyone has.
Yeah.
What was the play?
I think it's kind of obscure, like in 2020. Have you heard of The Wind in the Willows?
No, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I just said, yeah. Well, which one did you do?
It was like, you know the story of King Midas and like his
I don't know that either.
touch. Well, King Midas and the Golden Touch is like it's like this king who has a daughter, and I played King Midas, but it was basically like all these like those like mythologies, like stuff like that, like happen, and they were all mixed together, and it was just like written play, like with all like those people, like those type of stories, and it written together by 2 of my teachers, and I just didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
It was so bad, and it was just I wasn't that good, but it happens.
Yeah. I ended up playing Bottom in what's it called? A Midsummer Night's Dream not long ago. Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh.
I don't know a lot about plays and stuff.
You know Shakespeare, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's basically a story where like this guy and girl want to get married, but in the society they live in, basically the father can decide who his daughter marries, and he's trying to get her to marry this guy that he likes, but so the thing with the girl is that like she doesn't want to, but if she doesn't, then like she can be executed for it.
Mhm.
So what the guy and the girl end up doing is running off to the forest. But a girl who likes the guy who wants to marry the father's daughter lets that guy know about it so that they can go to the woods together, and then she can get with him. And basically, a bunch of fairies find them and then sprinkle a special powder in their eyes to make all of them fall in love with each other, but like in a way that works out for everyone. So the thing was that I played so I wasn't the only one who played that character. I just played him. I was the first one to play him in the play, and then like we'd switch out with other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that made me bottom number 1, and my friends had a joke where they would call me a bottom. And
At
then,
least you were the number 1.
Yeah. So that means I'm the biggest bottom, which is what. So there was a poster that had like all of the kids' names and the names of the characters they play as along with the photo of them. And with me, one of my friends walked up to me and she was like, "I saw a poster of Alec with his face on it, and right under it said bottom number 1."
Bottom number 1. Number 1 bottom.
Yeah. You know, one of the cameras that we're recording this with is on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Do you think you could pull off skating that's somewhere very non-dangerous?
I don't know, man. Probably, but I'd probably get scared and break it. So, yeah. Kind of scary.
Yeah. That device is actually really cool because like sometimes my hands get shaky,
Mm-hmm.
but like if
Yeah,
you
same. Like
Yeah.
I have like a tremor because I used to take this medication and I stopped taking it. But this medication, like the reason why I stopped taking it was because I was shaking so bad. Like it was like this. Like I couldn't even pick up a fork. Like I went to a restaurant.
God, that's like Parkinson's.
Yeah, I went to a restaurant and then I tried to pick up a fork and it went flying. And
That's
it was so embarrassing.
terrifying.
And then I told my mom to take me like the doctor the next day, and they were like looking at it, and the doctor was like, he was there for like hours, and then he was just looking at it, and he was like, I came back the next day and he was like, all right, yeah, we found out what it is. He was like, it's just a tremor, but it's not bad. It's like benign. And I was like, what's benign? He was like, it's not gonna affect you. It's not bad, but it could be better.
Yeah.
So,
The thing about that thing is, I don't know if it's like as bad as like you can't hold a fork. I don't know if it'll work for that. But like I drank some coffee this morning, so my hands are like, you see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine are always like that. Like I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I won't take anything, but like they'll still be like that.
Yeah.
But like, if I record with that camera, like it keeps it all still, so you won't even be able to tell, and it looks really nice.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's like perfect for me. I like.
It's nice. Like you can turn it, and it's like super smooth. Like it just goes like, because it's like a mechanical arm holding it up.
Yeah, that's nice. That's sick.
I mean, if you want to get up now, I mean, I think it'd be really cool to watch you skate a bit.
Yeah.